One rental at a time school community is the spot where new and aspiring wealth builders should go to grow, network, and learn. We're going to have this conversation with Dion from Dion Talk Financial Freedom, really because he's the guy that's helped me kind of articulate this story and really help me understand that this is possible. It's way beyond the community. It's now growing by itself. And Dion, thank you for all the encouragement and the help and the support.
No, I'm super happy to do it. I think in this video, I might reveal something that I haven't brought up yet. So the school community, when it's referred to, a lot of us talk like going to the one rental at a time event or something like Bigger Pockets convention in October where you're presenting and where I'm presenting. And we think of the positive energy and the drive, and we're excited about this. So we want to get around the other people who are also excited, because when we talk to our friends or family, they just think we're nuts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So here's my contrarian view. The school community is my version of AA. So we don't go to AA, people who go to AA, people who are friends with Bill, go to, your therapy treatments for whatever, because you're motivated, because you're excited, because you want to get surrounded with the people who are motivated and excited. We go there when we're in our moments of doubt.
Absolutely. And that was my vision from day one. And that's why I turned my back on Facebook, is I couldn't communicate with everybody, right? The school community gives you that platform as the creator, the monitor, and that's the value, right? We're almost 400 people now. I just checked this morning. We're 390 and growing almost daily. That's why you need to be there. And frankly, that's why the price point is 67 pennies a day, because it's just enough for the brokies not to be there, but it's nothing to the people that want to build wealth. You're going to be around today 390 other people going the same direction. You're going to be around people that are at different stages, and not to mention all the other stuff that we're going to go to. But yeah, it's a place where you can learn. We got lots of free education. You can grow. You can go to the next level. But network, that third step, is amazing. I'm seeing more and more people create brand new friendships because, like them, when I started on this, I had nobody. It was nobody. It was like Olivia and I just trying to fight and hack through the Amazon by ourselves. It was crazy. And it's so nice to know that I can go somewhere and be around other people on the same path. It's awesome.
Yeah. And so, like most of the people, I look forward to the Sundays where you go live when you do. But there's almost an accountability group every day of the week. I think you're up to 6, right?
Yeah, every day there's so we have 7, but I think there's 2 on Wednesday, but none on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to somebody doing it on Saturday. But yeah, there's an accountability group, and again, I can't stress this enough, and this was not expected. 7 accountability groups. I'm going to say this as clearly as I can. I have never attended. They are run by other people, usually sponsored by 2 people, happen each and every week, like clockwork. And it's just amazing. We got one for real estate agents, brokers, one for ladies of ORAT, one for multifamily, one for out of state, one for get your week started. It's just awesome. That's what we are building. We are building a community of wealth builders, and it's working. You got questions? I mean, it's active. You put in comments, people pile on, they help, right? So, it's so fun to watch.
What I really like about it is how many times. So let's go back to before I had a YouTube channel. Maybe you had started yours, but I put myself in the shoes of the person who's watching content all the time. How many times do you have the conversation in your head where part of my story would help the person?
Yes,
part of my story would help somebody watching. You get to be in the room where there are the people who can benefit from your part of your story. And then there's the concept that I use all the time, where the highest form of learning is teaching.
Yep.
If you're watching content, it's great. But if you get into that room and you try to explain to somebody why you do something, you will quickly realize either you don't know why you do it, or you have a really good reason, or once you articulate it in order, you realize that if you do the steps in the right order, it's much more effective. So when you start thinking of how would I present this to somebody else, because you're going to be in an accountability group, talking to somebody, telling somebody why you did it, you'll get better at your own processes.
Yeah. And again, the school platform is ever evolving. And again, I do not claim to be an expert. Frankly, I should probably pay to get some mentorship how to use it better. But I want to show something because a lot of people are asking me, hey, is anybody investing where I am? So let me guys show you something I paid $200 to add to my school platform. So let me just share my screen real quick. All right. So hopefully you can see that. Oh, that's not what I wanted to share. That's my YouTube channel. Where is this? See, I am not very good at this. Let me go back. Where's Dion? There he is. So let's try this again.
This is where we need a 10-year-old around to help us with the tech.
Yeah, exactly. I tested this before. There it is. See, I just clicked the wrong button. So hopefully you can see that now, right?
Yep. Yep.
All right. So I'm in the school community. Now, what I'm about to show you here is only on the desktop. I have not found a way to find it on the mobile phone. So you got to go to your desktop. See this thing called membership map right here? Right where my cursor is? Do you see that, Dion?
Yep. On the right-hand side of the screen.
All you got to do is click that. And then this little map's going to come up where people are located. And again, not everybody's put it in there. So part of this is hey, if you're a part of school, just add your location. Do me a favor. Don't put your home address. That's just silly.
Is it showing you the map right now?
It is. It does show the map.
Oh, so we're still seeing the last screen. There you go. You have to click over. There you go.
Yep. All right. So here's a map. Sorry. See what I'm doing? And I think there's somebody. Yeah, look at that. Somebody's down in Ecuador. But anyways, this is the map. You can drill in. You can go closer, right? So you can do all these things. So again, you can just keep drilling in. And hopefully more and more people will add that. But that's just one idea of what is there. Again, if we go back to here, there's also, okay, we'll just stop there. Again, part of the thing that the reason I wanted to add that, and it took me a little while because, again, clearly I'm not technical. Thanks for the help with that. But now people can add where they are so they can see who else is around them. I'm seeing people spin up little ORAT like locations. Jen and Kenny have done that. So it's fun to see this momentum grow.
Yeah, it's really hard to stress the importance of getting around the people that are doing this as well. And watch the content, but interact with people. It's kind of like when you go to a convention, the person on the stage is great. Sure, I love to go see all that kind of stuff, but give me that hallway conversation all day long. I've talked about it once before. I think I had a 5-minute conversation one time that probably doubled or tripled the size of the CDL school I was at a what do you call it?
Convention.
Yeah, it's a convention. Yeah, so sorry, conventions for learning that isn't college. And my brain shut off because I didn't go to college. But back of it was literally napkin. Yeah. Hand drew something. I never would have saw it in a book. I've never seen it in any book. I've never seen anybody on stage talk about it. But it was how to run your business like a business. And so I've actually made a video about it, relating it to real estate. You've got to be around these people because the other day I took a ferry to Seattle to lunch with a couple of local investors, Curtis and Josh. And the first hour, we basically talked, here's what's going on. We caught up with each other. We had lunch. And then the hour ride back is the first time we actually got into details of what to do with their portfolios. It took an hour and a half of hanging around each other to get to the point where all of the barriers were down and we can go, okay, let me share real numbers, what's going on. And then ask the questions that they, I don't even think they knew they wanted to ask those questions until we got to that point. And that's what happens from being around the people that much time.
Yeah. Again, part of this, the ORAT school is again, it's where you learn, grow, and network. And again, it's just being familiar, being honest, being open, maybe a little vulnerable. But when you're around a community of people going the same direction, it's not being vulnerable. It's being just upfront. And that's something that, as the moderator, that I take very seriously. And I have kicked people out because either A, they're selling stuff or B, they're not living by my standards. And oh, by the way, I can make the rules because it's my community. So it's fun to watch. The other thing I want to do is see if I can do this a little faster this time is just highlight the learning and growing. So let's give this a shot. I think I figured it out. Look at that. I think I figured it out. So you're seeing this now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So again, you can come in. We saw the membership map on the right, but there's all these places where you can come in. You can see all the responses, right? This is a very active community. But there's also, and then to your point, here's the calendar. This is still showing the calendar, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so see the calendar, all these activities. So there is 2 on Wednesday, and there's actually 2 on Sunday. The Sunday one is myself, so I won't be doing one on the 22nd, but I will on the 29th, and I'm doing one tomorrow with Dan Bird. So again, that's great. And then there's all these classroom stuff, right? Ty down here, this one here with Ty on the middle left, that's thousands of dollars in education with creative financing. Bill Allen put out some stuff around a three-day challenge to help kids. We got all these accountability groups. Jason Pritchard on how to talk to owners. And then here's my $1,000 boot camp that I put out there for folks. So again, plenty of stuff, to learn, grow, and all of that. So again, there's, gamification, there's leaderboards and, all these other folks doing what they do. But again, it is so fun for me to watch this grow. And if you are a serious wealth builder, you want to get around the right community, your friends aren't them. I know how you feel. 67 pennies a day. And oh, by the way, it's not a year-long commitment. Try it for a month. Don't like it, don't come back. But yeah, it's fun for me to watch this grow. And for me, it's fun to get comfortable saying it, because I'm great at activity, but I'm not a great vision guy. But now it's really clear to me that school is the place where wealth builders go to grow, network, and learn. So it's fun.
I think people should at least do the boot camp. Watch, in current real time, a compressed version of all of the time from the people when they started, the interactions throughout, what the end results were. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Very cool. Well, I appreciate you. Thanks for being a part of it. You did 2 hours last week. And to your point earlier, the questions really got good after like 60, 75 minutes. We got comfortable with each other, and the real questions started coming. So folks, join the community. You won't regret it. Dion, where can they find you?
Right here on YouTube, Dion Talk Financial Freedom, and in the school community.
Thank you, man. Take care. Have a good week.
Ciao.